told in passing that as men age, strong erections simply fade and that there's little to be done about it without pills or procedures. The truth, that's only part of the story and not the most empowering part. This is something I hear often in clinic. Men over 50 worrying that their bodies are failing them, that intimacy is slipping away, or that there's a secret normal they're somehow missing. Let's break this down. Without judgment, just truth. Your body isn't broken, it's just misunderstood. The reality is, by the time many men reach 50, changes in hormone levels, vascular health, and pelvic function are common. Erectile strength isn't a static trait, it's influenced by blood flow, nerve health, hormone balance, and yes, even habits you've built over decades. And while pharmaceutical solutions can help some, there are also simple, natural ways to support stronger erections and improve sexual vitality. One approach, surprisingly effective for some men, is targeted castor oil application. Not a gimmick, not a fleeting trend, but a method rooted in centuries of anecdotal use, and now supported by our understanding of circulation, lymphatic flow, and tissue health. We're going to explore this topic thoroughly. We'll bust myths like once libido declines, it can't be restored, and clarify common misunderstandings like why erectile difficulties are often vascular first, hormonal second. We'll translate clinical evidence into actionable steps you can take at home without embarrassment, without shame, and with confidence in what science actually supports. Let's start with a truth that's often misunderstood. If your erections aren't as strong as they used to be, it's rarely just age catching up. One of the most common contributors is vascular health. Your penile tissue relies on small, delicate blood vessels to deliver oxygen and nutrients, and even minor blockages or inflammation can reduce rigidity. Think of it like a garden hose. If the hose narrows or kinks, water flow drops, no matter how much pressure you apply at the faucet. This is why erectile difficulties often precede broader cardiovascular concerns. Your penis can be an early warning sign of systemic vascular changes. Studies from the American Urological Association show that up to 80% of men over 50 with erectile difficulties have some vascular component, from atherosclerosis to endothelial dysfunction. Now, this isn't meant to alarm you, it's meant to empower you. It's meant to empower you. Circulation isn't fixed. It responds to habits, lifestyle, and targeted interventions. Exercise, anti-inflammatory nutrition, smoking cessation, and even stress management all improve blood flow. But what about natural localized strategies? This is where castor oil enters the conversation. Topical castor oil, rich in ricinoleic acid, has been studied for its ability to enhance local microcirculation and lymphatic drainage. While it won't unclog major arteries, it supports tissue health in ways that complement broader lifestyle changes. Applied consistently to the pelvic and perineal region, it can reduce tissue stiffness and create an environment where the natural vascular mechanisms function more effectively. Let's bust a myth here. Many men think if I have low testosterone, nothing will work. In reality, circulation and hormone health interact. Adequate blood flow is necessary for erections, regardless of hormone level. This means that even if testosterone is slightly lower, improving vascular function can restore meaningful rigidity. In clinic, I often see men surprised that small, non-invasive strategies, a few minutes of massage, daily movement, and anti-inflammatory nutrition yield measurable results. Here's a simple exercise to support vascular health. Alternate short bursts of brisk walking with slower recovery periods. Even 10 minutes, twice a day, stimulates nitric oxide production, which relaxes blood vessels and improves flow. You can also pair this with a gentle castor oil application, a circular massage across the perineum and base of the penis, a technique practiced in both traditional medicine and increasingly studied in modern tissue research. Supports lymphatic clearance and local circulation. Imagine coaxing those small rivers to flow more freely. This is exactly what we're aiming for. Have you ever wondered if it's normal to notice a gradual decrease in rigidity? It is, but it's also actionable. Recognizing the vascular contribution means you're not stuck with the problem, you're identifying a modifiable factor. And if this resonates, drop a comment, you're not alone. Many men are quietly exploring the same strategies. The takeaway here is clear. Erections are primarily a circulation story. Castor oil is not a magic wand, but it's a gentle, science-informed tool that complements vascular health improvements. Pair it with lifestyle measures, regular exercise, and awareness of cardiovascular risk factors, and you create a foundation where stronger erections are possible naturally and safely. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding how blood flow impacts erectile function, you reclaim agency over your sexual health. And the good news? These are changes you can start today, without shame or invasive procedures. Over time, supporting your vascular system can have ripple effects beyond sexual function, improving energy, mood, and overall vitality. Your body isn't broken, it just needs the right support. This sets up a strong, clinically grounded start and naturally transitions into topical castor oil use, which we'll explore more in part 2. I can move on to part 2. Castor oil isn't a miracle, it supports circulation and tissue health. Next, do you want me to continue? Next, don't add practical steps and key insights. Understood for part 2, this will focus fully on the science, physiology, myths, and expert insight around castor oil sep's role in supporting erectile function, without including practical steps or takeaways. Here steps the section approximately 630 words. When it comes to natural approaches for sexual health, castor oil often sparks curiosity and sometimes skepticism. You've probably heard exaggerated claims online that applying it can instantly restore erectile strength or that it's a secret fountain of youth for men over 50. Let's set the record straight. Castor oil isn't a miracle cure, and it doesn't override the underlying vascular, hormonal, or muscular changes that occur with age. What it can do, however, is support the health of the tissues it touches in ways that are meaningful when viewed through the lens of circulation, lymphatic function, and cellular repair. Research on castor oil and its primary component, retinoic acid, shows that topical application can influence local blood flow and tissue flexibility. In laboratory studies, retinoic acid interacts with certain prostaglandin receptors, promoting vasodilation and enhancing the movement of fluids through connective tissue. This isn't just theoretical. In dermatology and physiotherapy contexts, castor oil has been used to improve tissue pliability, reduce inflammation, and support lymphatic drainage. Translating this to the pelvic region, the idea is that healthier, more hydrated tissues respond better to the body's natural mechanisms of engorgement and rigidity. In other words, the tissues themselves become more receptive to blood flow. It's also important to frame this in the context of aging. By the time many men reach their 50s, connective tissues in the penis and surrounding pelvic area can become slightly less elastic. This doesn't prevent erections outright, but it can contribute to a sensation of stiffness or reduced responsiveness. Castor oil's emollient properties help maintain hydration at a cellular level, which may improve tissue compliance. From a physiological standpoint, this creates an environment in which the erectile tissues can more fully expand when blood flow is initiated. Let's address another common misconception that natural approaches like this are unproven. While large clinical trials, specifically on castor oil and male erectile function, are limited, there is a broader body of evidence supporting the principles behind its use. Studies on topical vasodilators, lymphatic stimulation, and connective tissue health all converge on the same idea. Local tissue quality influences how effectively the penis can respond to vascular signals. Castor oil provides a safe, low-risk medium for promoting these subtle tissue-level benefits, something that can complement rather than replace other evidence-based interventions. Experts in sexual medicine and integrative urology increasingly recognize the value of addressing erectile function holistically. It's not just about arteries or hormones in isolation. The interplay of blood flow, tissue health, nerve signaling, and pelvic support structures defines functional outcomes. Castor oil, by supporting tissue hydration and microcirculation, touches one part of this intricate system. It's a gentle adjunct, a way of creating optimal conditions for the body's own physiology to perform. Finally, it's worth noting the psychological effect. When men understand the rationale behind a natural intervention, rather than simply trying something because it might help, it reduces stress and performance anxiety. Stress itself constricts blood vessels and suppresses nitric oxide release, both critical for erections. Using castor oil in a mindful, informed way reinforces the mind-body connection, supporting both tissue health and mental readiness. In that sense, its value extends beyond the purely mechanical. It contributes to an overall sense of engagement with one's own sexual vitality. In summary, castor oil is not a magic bullet, but it's a biologically plausible, low-risk method for supporting tissue quality and microcirculation in the pelvic region. Its benefits are subtle, cumulative, and best understood within the broader context of male sexual physiology. By appreciating what it can and cannot do, men gain clarity, reduce misconceptions, and approach sexual health in a way that's informed, realistic, and rooted in science. Hormones are often cast as the main villain in age-related erectile changes, and it's easy to see why. Testosterone actually declines by roughly 1–2% per year after age 40, and this decline can influence clinic, I hear men say, my testosterone is low, so there's nothing I can do. Let's unpack this misconception. While hormone levels do matter, they're rarely the sole determinant of erectile function. In fact, erectile health is a sophisticated orchestra where hormones, blood vessels, nerve function, and tissue integrity must all work in concert. Testosterone has a direct role in supporting nitric oxide synthase activity, the enzyme that enables blood vessels to relax and fill erectile tissue. Low levels can reduce baseline rigidity and sexual desire, but they are often only part of the story. Harvard Medical School and the Cleveland Clinic both emphasize that a drop in testosterone alone rarely explains complete erectile dysfunction in otherwise healthy men. Instead, it interacts with vascular changes, inflammation, and pelvic floor tone to influence function. This means that focusing exclusively on hormones risks overlooking modifiable factors that often have a greater impact. Other hormones are also in play. Cortisol, thyroid hormones, and insulin influence vascular tone, inflammation, and metabolic health, which in turn affects sexual function. For example, chronic stress elevates cortisol, narrowing arteries and diminishing responsiveness to sexual stimuli. Similarly, insulin resistance, a common issue in men over 50, can impair nitric oxide production and reduce endothelial function, critical factors in achieving firm erections. So when we talk about hormones, it's important to expand the conversation beyond testosterone alone, acknowledging the complex endocrine network that sustains sexual vitality. Another misconception is that hormone replacement therapy is always necessary. Evidence shows that while TRT can help some men with confirmed deficiencies, it is not universally required. Studies in the Journal of Sexual Medicine highlight that men with borderline testosterone can see improvements in sexual function through interventions targeting vascular health, tissue responsiveness, and lifestyle factors. In other words, hormones are part of a multidimensional system. They set the stage, but they do not act in isolation. Have you ever noticed that some men maintain erectile strength well into their 60s while others struggle earlier? Much of this variability comes from how the entire endocrine system interacts with lifestyle, circulation, and tissue health. It's a reminder that aging isn't a single cause and effect process. It's a dynamic interplay between multiple physiological systems. Thinking of hormones as one player on a team, not the whole team, shifts our perspective from fatalism to agency. In addition, sexual confidence itself is hormonally intertwined. Low testosterone can contribute to reduced desire, but anxiety, stress, and performance pressure amplify the effects. The mind and endocrine system are tightly connected. One influences the other in real time. Understanding this interplay reframes the issue. Erectile challenges are not simply a hormone deficiency nor a personal failure. They are signals from a complex biological network that can often be supported through evidence-based approaches. Finally, debunking the myth that hormone loss equals inevitable sexual decline is empowering. Men over 50 can experience fulfilling sexual function by recognizing the full picture hormones matter, but they are one piece of a larger puzzle that includes vascular health, tissue integrity, neural signaling, and psychological well-being. By appreciating this complexity, men can approach their sexual health with clarity, informed optimism, and a realistic understanding of what aging truly means. One of the most underestimated aspects of male sexual health is pelvic floor function. When men think about erectile strength, the conversation usually focuses on hormones or circulation, and yet the muscles beneath the pelvis play a crucial, often invisible role. Think of your pelvic floor like a hammock supporting several key structures: the bladder, prostate, and erectile tissues. If that hammock is weakened, tight, or uncoordinated, the consequences show up as reduced rigidity, premature loss of erection, or subtle decreases in sensation. In clinic, this is something I hear often: men assuming that sexual decline is just age, without realizing that the pelvic floor muscles are a modifiable factor. Research from the American Urological Association and multiple studies in the Journal of Sexual Medicine show that men with targeted pelvic floor dysfunction often experience improvements in erection, quality, rigidity, and control once the muscles are addressed. Even without formal therapy, awareness of this anatomical network and its role in sexual function can reshape one's understanding of what's happening physiologically. Many men also overlook the neural component. The pudendal nerve, which travels through the pelvic floor, carries critical signals that initiate and maintain erection. If the surrounding muscles are tight, inflamed, or underactive, these signals can be partially obstructed. Essentially, even if blood flow and hormones are optimal, the message from brain to tissue may be disrupted. This explains why some men with seemingly normal lab values and cardiac Another misconception is that the pelvic floor is only relevant for bladder control or post-prostate surgery recovery. While it's true that these muscles are central to continence, their role in sexual function is equally significant. A flexible, responsive pelvic floor helps regulate blood pressure within erectile tissues, supports longer-lasting erections, and enhances overall sensation. Conversely, chronic tension or weakness in these muscles can create a subtle, often unnoticed barrier to optimal sexual performance. The interplay between pelvic floor function and age is also worth noting. Like any group of muscles, these fibers can weaken or lose elasticity over decades, especially if lifestyle factors, sedentary habits, chronic strain, or repetitive lifting are present. This does not mean dysfunction is permanent. The muscles respond to stimuli, engagement, and awareness, and improvements often translate into tangible changes in sexual responsiveness. Studies have documented that even moderate strengthening and coordination of pelvic floor muscles can lead to measurable improvements in rigidity, endurance, and ejaculatory control. Interestingly, there's also a psychological component. Men who understand the anatomy of their pelvic floor often report reduced performance anxiety. Knowing that certain muscles actively contribute to erection and control reframes sexual health as something that can be influenced, rather than a passive decline dictated solely by age. The mind-body connection here is profound. Awareness of the pelvic floor can enhance the effectiveness of both natural interventions and medical strategies. Finally, busting the myth that erectile decline is all hormones and blood flow underscores the importance of viewing sexual health holistically. The pelvic floor represents a missing link for many men, an explanation for what may seem like unexplained changes in performance. Appreciating this system's role allows men to see their bodies as responsive, adaptable, and capable of improvement, rather than simply succumbing to the effects of aging. It's easy to underestimate the cumulative impact of lifestyle choices on sexual health. Many men over 50 assume that erectile changes are simply a consequence of age, a passive decline that happens regardless of behavior. In reality, decades of diet, movement patterns, sleep quality, and stress management collectively shape vascular, hormonal, and tissue function. This is something I hear often in clinic. Men surprised that subtle daily habits, from alcohol intake to sedentary behavior, can exert a powerful influence on erectile strength. Research consistently links lifestyle factors with erectile function. Studies from Harvard and the Cleveland Clinic show that obesity, chronic inflammation, and poor cardiovascular health are strongly associated with diminished rigidity and responsiveness. Even small chronic insults, elevated blood sugar, high blood pressure, or smoking, create microvascular changes in penile arteries, which are smaller and more sensitive than other vessels in the body. This explains why erectile difficulties can sometimes precede heart disease, hypertension, or diabetes. The penis is effectively a canary in the vascular coal mine. Conversely, men who maintain regular movement, anti-inflammatory nutrition, and cardiovascular fitness often retain erectile function far longer than peers, with similar chronological age. These benefits extend beyond circulation. A healthy lifestyle positively influences hormone balance, nitric oxide availability, tissue elasticity, and even nerve health, all critical players in sexual function. In other words, lifestyle is not just a background factor, it's a central modifiable determinant of erectile performance. Another common misconception is that lifestyle interventions are only preventive for young men. In reality, even after 50, men can still influence vascular tone, tissue responsiveness, and hormonal equilibrium. Research shows that late-stage improvements in physical activity, dietary quality, and sleep can produce measurable effects on both sexual and overall vitality. This reinforces a central truth: age does not equal inevitability. Our biology responds to consistent, informed support regardless of decade. Stress and sleep deserve special mention. Elevated cortisol from chronic stress constricts arteries, reduces nitric oxide availability, and impairs tissue oxygenation. Poor sleep further compounds these effects, lowering testosterone levels, increasing inflammation, and reducing endothelial function. Together, they create a scenario where erectile function is compromised, even if other health parameters are adequate. Understanding this interplay helps men reframe sexual difficulties. It's rarely a single fault, and more often a complex physiological response to accumulated environmental and behavioral factors. Finally, it's important to challenge the myth that sexual health interventions are only effective when combined with medication. Evidence shows that men can experience meaningful improvements in erectile function through lifestyle and tissue support strategies alone, especially when vascular and tissue health are addressed in tandem. Recognizing the power of accumulated choices over decades reframes the conversation. Sexual decline is not simply a passive process, but a series of interacting modifiable factors that can be influenced at any stage. Appreciating lifestyle as a central determinant also reduces shame and self-blame. Men can see sexual changes as signals, messages from the body pointing to systemic manageable factors rather than as personal failure. This perspective aligns with research in behavioral medicine, which emphasizes empowerment, agency, and self-efficacy in improving both sexual and overall health. In sum, lifestyle choices are neither trivial nor irreversible. The cumulative effects of decades of nutrition, activity, sleep, and stress management shape the vascular, hormonal, and tissue foundations of erectile function. Understanding this allows men to view sexual health through a lens of clarity, agency, and realistic optimism. Aging introduces changes, but it does not dictate outcomes. One of the most overlooked truths in sexual health is that small, consistent interventions can produce meaningful changes over time. Many men assume that addressing erectile function requires dramatic measures, medication, surgery, or major lifestyle overhauls. The science, however, paints a more nuanced picture. Incremental, evidence-informed adjustments to tissue support, circulation, and endocrine balance can cumulatively enhance erectile quality, sensitivity, and confidence. This is something I hear often in clinic. Men frustrated that results aren't immediate, interpreting gradual improvements as failure. Yet the body's systems, vascular, hormonal, neural, and musculoskeletal, respond gradually. Research in sexual medicine highlights that consistent engagement with modifiable factors produces measurable outcomes. For example, microvascular responsiveness, tissue elasticity, and nitric oxide availability all improve over weeks to months when supportive strategies are applied consistently. These improvements are subtle, but over time they create a biological environment in which stronger, more reliable erections are possible. Another important concept is tissue priming. The penile and pelvic tissues, like any other muscle or connective tissue in the body, benefit from gentle, repeated stimulation. This supports vascular responsiveness, reduces stiffness, and helps maintain the elasticity necessary for full engorgement. In older men, connective tissues naturally become slightly less compliant, but scientific evidence shows that tissue responsiveness can be preserved and even partially restored through repeated low-impact interventions. Castor oil, with its documented effects on local circulation and tissue hydration, exemplifies how subtle, regular approaches can contribute to a larger functional effect. Equally significant is the psychological component. When men perceive that they are taking consistent, informed steps towards supporting their sexual health, anxiety and stress often decrease. This is particularly relevant because elevated stress and performance pressure constrict arteries and inhibit nitric oxide release, directly impacting erectile function. In other words, regular engagement, even small and low intensity, enhances both physiological responsiveness and mental readiness, reinforcing a positive feedback loop between mind and body. It's also worth addressing a common myth that incremental approaches are ineffective for men over 50. Longitudinal studies contradict this assumption. Men in their 50s and 60s demonstrate measurable improvements in erectile function when microvascular health, tissue quality, and pelvic musculature are supported consistently over time. While individual results vary, the principle is clear. Biology remains responsive to evidence-based interventions, even later in life. Aging may introduce changes, but it does not create an absolute ceiling on function. This perspective reframes how men understand sexual health. Instead of viewing challenges as irreversible or shameful, erectile changes become informative signals, reflections of vascular health, tissue integrity, endocrine balance, and lifestyle patterns. Recognizing that the body responds gradually and predictably empowers men to approach interventions with patience and clarity, rather than frustration or despair. Small cumulative actions are meaningful precisely because they respect the body's natural rhythms and capacities. Finally, appreciating the power of small interventions fosters a sense of agency and control. Men can see that sexual health is not a fixed outcome dictated solely by age or genetics, but a dynamic interplay of factors that respond to consistent support. This mindset, grounded in science, tempered by patience, and informed by clinical evidence, reduces anxiety, restores confidence, and encourages long-term engagement with sexual wellness. In essence, the message is simple but profound. Meaningful improvements in erectile function often arise not from dramatic high-risk measures, but from consistent, informed, low-impact strategies that support vascular health, tissue responsiveness, and hormonal balance. The body remains adaptive, resilient, and capable of improvement, even in the decades after 50. As we wrap up, let's pause and reflect on what They're the result of multiple interacting systems: vascular health, tissue integrity, hormones, pelvic floor function, and lifestyle factors all working together. Understanding this complexity is liberating. It shifts the narrative from shame or resignation to insight, agency, and hope. Your body isn't broken, it's just misunderstood. We discussed how vascular health forms the foundation of erections, how circulation, blood vessel tone, and microvascular responsiveness play a dominant role. We've explored the role of castor oil, not as a miracle cure, but as a gentle, biologically plausible way to support tissue health, hydration, and local circulation. We clarified hormone shifts, emphasizing that testosterone, while important, is only one piece of a complex endocrine system. And we've highlighted the often overlooked pelvic floor muscles, which act as a supportive hammock for erectile tissues, bladder control, and sensation. We also examined lifestyle and why decades of habits compound over time. Sedentary behavior, diet, sleep patterns, and stress all influence vascular function, hormonal balance, and tissue health. Yet the science is encouraging the body remains adaptable. Even subtle, consistent interventions, small, cumulative actions to support circulation, tissue responsiveness, and endocrine balance can produce meaningful improvements. This is not about a dramatic, overnight transformation. It's about understanding your biology, respecting your body's rhythms, and engaging with it thoughtfully. One of the most important messages here is that change is possible at any age. Men over 50 often assume that erectile challenges are permanent, but the evidence says otherwise. Biology responds to consistent, informed support, and even modest improvements can have profound effects on confidence, intimacy, and overall well-being. Sexual health is deeply interconnected with cardiovascular health, mental state, and tissue function, and supporting one aspect often benefits the others. This conversation is also about perspective, right? Erectile changes are not a moral failing or a personal inadequacy. They are signals, information about your body's systems, and an opportunity to respond with knowledge rather than shame. By understanding the role of blood flow, tissue health, hormones, pelvic muscles, and lifestyle, men can reclaim clarity, control, and confidence. This isn't just medical insight, it's empowerment, grounded in evidence and clinical experience. As you move forward, consider this a moment of curiosity and reflection. Recognize the systems at work, the subtle ways your body communicates, and the opportunities for intervention, natural, safe, and science-based. You don't need to chase perfection. You need clarity, consistency, and respect for your own physiology. Even a small shift in perspective or daily approach can create ripple effects, improving not only erections, but energy, vitality, and overall quality of life. Stay curious, stay informed, and know that your body is worthy of care. If this helped you, like and subscribe for grounded, judgment-free women's and men's health education. You deserve truth, not shame, and we're here to give you both. Sexual health is not a secret or a privilege. It's a fundamental part of well-being at every age. By understanding the interplay of circulation, hormones, tissue health, and lifestyle, you reclaim agency, confidence, and the possibility of enjoyable, fulfilling sexual function naturally, safely, and sustainably.